Hey folks, Ivan here. Today's video is going to be a little different because I accidentally had my recording microphone set to my Vive as opposed to my studio mic. So, what I was able to find is some software that I can speed this up with, and so I'm going to dub over it and have some music. The software I'm trying out is I think it's VideoPad or something like that. I can't remember offhand. It has the option to, it has a bunch of options, and it's recommended by another YouTuber slash modder in the community. And I thought I'd try it out again. And what I found is that it's great, but at the same time, it is slow, very slow. So I don't know if I will be purchasing it or not. It's definitely one of the cheaper options available, and so I don't know. There's also the option of Steam Vegas Pro, and that's got mixed reviews. I don't know. I'd like to do a trial of it, but I'm not sure if there is a trial for it. And it's like $50 for the 2013 edition or 13 edition. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm hoping that this is not going to be an issue anymore. Right. So, anyways, let's get to what is actually happening in the video. As you can see, I'm creating a room here in the mines, stone mines. And this is the beginnings of the prison. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to build out this room. This is where the prisoners would be going to be processed. And we'll see. You'll see how that works out here shortly. So, dug through there to get everything set up. Did a little ramp there to the chisel away at the top. And then over here, I started to try to figure out what I wanted to do with this, and I decided to add in, I think it's HGT or something like that. It's mod, maybe it's HY, I don't know. I don't remember offhand. We'll see here in a minute when I pull it up. But anyways, I decided to cut the video for a second and then record. Yeah, there's me saving. We open up the thing. Okay, so it is Shadowplay that records this, and I don't think OBS does, but I'll have to check that. Here, I'm just trying to find it, because I had just recently seen it for 0.6. Looked at the cathedral windows for a second. There it is. It's the HGY ceilings extended, and that's what I ended up getting. And so let's see here. There, I added it in. Looked okay. And oh, you know what? It was flawless. I didn't even see the switch there. It must be because it was ×2. But anyways, with this one, it came with a a quest. So I had to do the quest here, and the one thing I did see is that this particular block is broken right now. So hopefully in the future it will be fixed. I definitely would like to use it in the future. But anyways, neither here nor there. I just needed that block there, and so at this point what I did was I started digging down because I wanted the stairs to come down into the next level, and as you can see there, and I'm just putting the walls up now. Oh, excuse me. This is the problem with open mics. If I have a cough. Hopefully this looks okay to everyone else. I did put down torches to light it up a bit. And for the dirt, I right-clicked with the the pick, and that just removes the voxel without actually gathering resources, if you were not familiar with that. And so I'm just tacking this all up. Alright. So that's tacked up. I keep saying alright. Anyways, I'll let this build for a little bit, and then I'll be right back to see where I'm at. So anyways, the way I'm doing this recording is I'm just using the Microsoft Voice Recorder, and so I accidentally, my puppy needed to get out and use the restroom here, so I let him out, and of course he's booby trapped the entire household with squeaky toys. Yay. Anyways. Yeah, this was not a problem with my old mic, because all I had to do was, with the Blue Yeti, it had a mute button on it. This Snowball does not have one. It doesn't seem like at least I can't see one, which is a shame. Anyways, we're taking that together. Looking pretty good. What else has been going on? Not too much. And I can't, for the life of me, remember what I was saying during this. I did realize that I could finally use the 2-wide door here, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. But because of the way that that multi-blocks work, it just wasn't going to work. Anyways, this one over here, this door frame, leads into the, we'll say it's the storage area for the confiscated items. Anyways, I'll let that dig out. Let my past self dig that out real quick while I let the dog back in. Here we go. Had to go back for some logs here and to transport those in sticks. Alright, it reminds me, I have to do a lot of tree chopping in the future here, because I ran out of logs doing off-camera work as well as on-camera work. So anyways, so I'm going to put this up here, and not really much I can add to it. I did have a lot of fun doing it, though. Let's see here. There we go. And the one thing I kept noticing is that I kept running out of space, and that was becoming a problem for me. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. So I started by putting stone blocks up there, and that's I didn't like. So in a moment you'll see what I end up doing. Oh. There we go. And so what I ended up deciding to do was that I was going to put the stone stockpiles up here and essentially hide my storage for that up there in the ceiling. So I'm like, let that go. Looks like he needs to drink water. I probably would have started the recording again and redubbed, but I'm pressed for time, so it is what it is. Oh. Just looking for a place to lay down. He's a funny little dog. That's getting really big now, and eventually I may actually include a picture of him at some point in time. If I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but his mother was a rescue, and so we ended up adopting him so that he would have a home to go to. We're not entirely sure what he is. We were thinking about doing the DNA test on him. Apparently there's a website called Chewy.com that sells them, and I think it's Chewy.com. I could be wrong. That is not an endorsement for them. Although if they want to give me, hold on, let me get. I will sponsor them if they send me out free crates of Kong Easy Puppy treat stuff. He loves that like no tomorrow. He really does. Oh, somebody had. I know what one thing I didn't mention is that somebody had said, "Hey, by the way, you get more planks from logs than you do timbers." And I did mention that in this video, so thank you for that comment. If I hadn't mentioned it before, I think last episode was about the bridge, or was it the bridge or the tunnel? I don't know. We'll see. I'd have to pull up the video and make sure, but that's not needed. Now, the other benefit to having the stockpiles here is that I can go through and just mine here and kind of stage things there. And I started trying to do in the half walls, and I didn't like it. And then I started doing the decorations, if you will. What this basically is arches that are going to have shelves in between them, kind of like a excuse me right now, filing system, if you will, early filing system. So there we go. That's what this is. So I tacked it all into place, and my first thought was to put half stone up here, and after what I ended up doing is I didn't like it, so I changed my mind on that. Anyways, let's see here. What else has been going on with me? Not much. I'm about to start my job. I keep mentioning that. The studio itself is almost finished. I just have to do some more expanded foam to kind of plug in any more additional holes that there may be. And I have a spare monitor that I'm thinking about seeing if I can get it to work. Otherwise I was going to use my TV, and the TV is 40 inches, which would mean that I'd have to sit back from it, otherwise I'd risk being blinded. Okay, so this is where I decided to use the marble, and so I took out the stockpiles in the center in favor of the marble. And I really liked how that looked in the end. I personally would prefer like a stone variant, but I think in the end it suited my interests. There we go. The puppy has discovered my jacket that I accidentally left on the floor. Oh dear. Anyways, so this is where I'm deciding whether or not to decorate, and how I wanted to decorate. I decided to go down here and build some doors and some shelves. I'm going to do that real quick. I do need to get some stuff for it first. There we go. And I hadn't put in the blacksmith shop down in the vault yet, unfortunately. So I had to go back up there and change out for metal parts, unfortunately. So I made a few doors, and then I decided to make a few shelves so that I could see how it was going to look in the end. Run back down here. Start putting them up. The door first. I wanted the storage area to have a solid door, and then the one out to the actual dungeon to be bars, so that the person could see what's on the other side of that, so they don't accidentally let out a criminal instead of a guard. So there we go. Put down the shelves. Had a little trouble with this one. Just swapped it around. Oh, I take it back. I didn't fix that one. Oops. I recorded it a few days ago, so it takes some time to remember. There we go. Put the first thing on there, took it off. Alright. So, that's about it. I think I did a little bit more. I can't remember right now. Oh, this is the end. So, I can't remember what I did here. I'm running around, trying to decide what I'm going to do. Really admiring the bridge. Trying to decide how I'm going to do the rest of this. Anyways, if you guys got any questions or comments, comment sections down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.